Yeah, this is what I was always taught. No one wants your opinions and stories. It clouds the research, confuses the writing, and biases the reader. Who decided that creativity doesn't belong in academics? How else do we connect with the world, our peers, and ourselves but through art? Now that we're sat, I'm going to read this to you guys. Every writing of fiction that began in a creative mind, every art piece and song that moves us to tears, every bedtime story, lullaby, and joke shared between friends is an expression of the creativity and emotions that flow through our veins. It's written in our DNA. It's encoded in how we think and write, how we approach school and relationships, and so much more. Being able to express an original thought, springboarding new ideas off the backs of those who spoke first, and bringing fresh breath to an old system is an intensely creative process. While academia may try to teach very incorrectly that analysis and presenting facts has to be cold and straightforward, I now say, let's be the ones to change the system. Every topic covered is a chance for your knowledge and understanding to grow, for new ideas to be birthed, and new communities created. My story from beginning to end has so many chapters that it could be explored, researched, and communicated in a lifetime, several lifetimes, just to share it all. So I'm putting myself into the words, into the studies, and into the experience. Because this world is not cold and dry and scrubbed of color. Our world is vibrant, bursting with stories untold and histories begging to be brought up. I won't lie. Talking about myself is not easy. It's uncomfortable and vulnerable. But maybe that's why it was decided that research must be approached in a way that is devoid of self. We don't like to be uncomfortable. But I am learning that the unease means growth is happening. I don't like to share my weaknesses, but in doing so, I am now realizing those are the areas in which I am seeing growth. I don't like to talk about my past, but looking into past hurts and traumas is allowing me to dive into studying a far too often happening occurrence and pressing me to do something about it. I don't like admitting that I have learning challenges and that certain college classes and the activities I'm given are going to push those challenges to the limits. But in reaching those limits, I have learned to lean on the community around me, admit the struggles, and use them as stepping stones to the next level. So, my advice to you, be bold, be uncomfortable, and put yourself in the narrative. The world deserves to hear your experience, to learn your perspective, and know why your take on life is valuable. You deserve to have your voice heard, to contribute to the conversation, and be quite possibly the beginning spark of inspiration for someone else. To be the reason that someone can connect with an area of study that they never dreamed they would connect with. To be a light for someone else to not feel alone, and that their story, through you and your work, is being told. So, be bold in your academics. Be bold in your writing. Be logical. Be critical. Be loud. Be willing to fail and try again and again and again. Be willing to put your work out there and have it rejected. Be willing to put your work out there and have it praised. Be proud of what your experience can contribute. Be proud that you are willing to struggle, to try. Find mentors that will encourage your studies and let them. Find teachers that will push you to be better, to try to get more out of you than you think there is there. Find teachers that believe everyone has something valuable to create and add into the world. Find teachers that let you express that in the ways that feel natural to your heart. Find peers that critique and criticize, peers that will not sugarcoat, so you know when you're praised, you're on the right track. Find peers that are willing to take the same journey. Find topics and issues that align with your experiences and contribute to the conversation. Find research that is only presented in numbers and facts and add your unique perspective. Share yourself with the world, and you might just be surprised how many people ask you to keep talking. I don't like talking about myself. I don't like sharing. I don't like letting others in to see pieces of me. And I'm going to learn to be okay with that and do it anyway. So, whether it be an English class, a theater performance, or the most random class offered at your university, whether you are teaching or attending, dear academic, put yourself back in the narrative.